Hello everyone, and welcome back. I know it's been a while since my last video where I had talked about the pack rats and trying out different home remedy type deterrents that people out there say work. So we're going to touch on that finally in this video on what I went through and what I experienced. Now, for those that are just coming on to this video and don't know exactly what had happened, I was boondocking in Nevada during the stay-at-home order and the pandemic situation that was going on. So it wasn't easy to just pack up and move and try to go to a different location because the whole terrain in that area is all the same. And much of the other area that I was staying at got closed down because of the pandemic. So it wasn't a time to be trying to travel around too much and go far, and also I was waiting to get some orders that were going to be coming in to a mailbox that I had purchased and needed to get some supplies that were coming in. So there was quite a bit going on at this particular time. So I really did feel like, in a way, I was kind of trapped in the situation and not being able to go too far. I was hoping to go to a neighboring state, but that whole state was not allowing non-residents. So there was a lot going on at this particular time. So finally, things are starting to open up. The neighboring states were now allowing non-residents to come in, but still campgrounds are closed and stuff like that, but dispersed camping is now being allowed, especially where I wanted to go next, which is the little clip you saw. So I finally got here, got out, but we're going to go back into time just a little bit as I talk about the story of battling these pack rats and also what was working and not working. So first off, you are going to see some pictures that I was trying peppermint and the lights, because everybody said pack rats are nocturnal and they don't like lights. You know, that was the theory. And so that would keep them away. Well, I tried a light in my doghouse, at the front of my van, and you're going to see that in these pictures. Well, I am exhausted from the battle of the pack rats. Oh my gosh. I was dealing with that doghouse till almost 3 in the morning. I didn't even know what time I finally got to sleep. It's I don't know, 9:30ish. And I had to get the fan going. I got the door open. It's gonna be 91 today. Woo! 94 tomorrow. So I guess I could be thankful it's not tomorrow, because 91 is better than 94. Oh my gosh. But I'm gonna try to get some more sleep. And then we are going to go over the Mythbusters. You could probably tell that something didn't work. You know, I wouldn't be in this state. Look at my little boy over here. He's snoring away. Can you see him? All right, so as my story continues, I am now going to pick up where I am now seeing that it's not working. These things are not working. As you're seeing, I'm losing sleep. I'm exhausted. I am now starting to get pretty frustrated. So I had already started to try a chili type of hot pepper chili type spray. Alright, so here is the spray bottle, and what I originally did is I only had chili powder. That was it. I had nothing else on hand. So I ended up trying that with a recipe that I saw online that said to use chili powder and a biodegradable soap, which helps it to, stick to whatever it is you're trying to spray it on. And then also I heard you can add a little bit of vinegar, but I didn't have vinegar. So I only had those two things with a little bit of water. So I first tried that, and it seemed to work. It seemed to keep them down, but I had to keep it sprayed. That's what I was finding out. So where this is going to pick up is I went to the store finally and got a more potent hot sauce and vinegar that I heard you can mix them together and it'll make a really potent ingredient to, to deter those rodents off of your engine or cords or things like that. So this is going to pick up right about that time when I now get back from the store and I'm exhausted, and then I'm going to start sharing what I was dealing with at that time getting back from the store. And we're going to find out, is all of this hot pepper stuff that everybody says will work, hot pepper spray, okay? So let's go check that out. All right, we are going to go and take a peek at that doghouse cover. So I treated it, and then it did really well from what I can hear that night, and then I didn't treat it the next night. So now it's the following night, and I'm going to take a peek and see how it did. I wouldn't chance going another night without treating it again. That's just my comfort level. But I'll know when we look at the doghouse, right, cover. If it's been chewed, then I know, oops, maybe I shouldn't have let it go. But I'm actually organizing and getting ready to leave here after tonight and one more night. So the following morning I'm out of here. So I made it to the store, to Walmart, and I picked up some supplies that I had ordered. I have just been exhausted because of that, store run and dealing with everything and packing up. So tomorrow my sun cells come down and my outdoor stuff and hitting the road. Okay, so I'll probably treat it again tonight, and hopefully I won't have to treat it tomorrow if it did okay. So I said a lot of prayers, positive thoughts, everything that it did okay. All right, so let's go take a peek how it did. Okay, so I have more damage from pack rats to my doghouse. Sorry if it gets jiggly. So this was done before the chili sauce that I made. And then it looks like one started to get to it a little bit over there before I went to town. Now I finally bought some more chili powder stuff. More potent stuff than all I had was chili powder, but I actually bought hot sauce. So I'm going to be giving that a try tonight. But I got back last night and I was just way too tired and exhausted to deal with, honestly, my van. I just couldn't deal with it. So anyways, this is what happened, I'm pretty sure, from last night. So I'm going to tape it up and then pepper it up with now the super hot stuff. This is the mixture that I made before going to the store. And then since going to the store yesterday, I bought this. So I already put, let's see if I can get in better light. I probably put about a good tablespoon, if not more, of this in there. Okay, next I'm going to add a good tablespoon or so of this habanero, because some people in the store said this was super hot. I was looking for a hot sauce called Ghost, but they didn't have that. So they said this was probably the next as extra hot. So we're going to add a little bit of that in there. I'm not measuring, I'm just going to kind of look. I'm going to put a lot of that in there. Oh yes, let's make it hot. Okay, I think that's probably a tablespoon. So I did hear some chewing last night and then it stopped. So I really thought, okay, well maybe the chili thing worked, you know, because I heard something chew before going to town. But again, we were going to town so the next day, so I didn't have time to retreat the doghouse. So it's only been treated once, okay? So with that in mind, I felt that really that I just heard that little ch-ch-ch, you know, and that was it. So I did get a chance to look in there because we put a brand new, we got an air filter and it had to be pulled, got the air filter, and I got a chance to look in there and saw that there was just a little bit of some chewing going on, but nothing really bad yet. So I think the other part was done last night because I heard a little bit more going on, but I was so tired. I really thought it still was treated enough to make it stop, but I couldn't deal with it. It was just, we got back right at dark and I didn't even set traps inside my van. I was just done. So with that in mind, it doesn't surprise me that that's what happened by not having traps and spraying it again. So I'm beginning to think that even if you use hot pepper spray, you might need to keep it applied every day or every other day or something. The strainer, so what I'm going to do is just strain, because that habanero sauce has a lot of seeds in it and you don't want that to clog up your sprayer. So the next step would be to just run it through this, and so that way it'll collect all those seeds and I'll just have all that potent sauce, okay? Now the longer you can let it sit, at least 24 hours, the better, but remember, I've already had a pre-existing sauce that has been made up and it's been sitting for, I think, a half a week by now. I think this is about 5 days into this, okay? All right, so with that in mind, I'm going to get to this next process, tape it all up, and then we'll see how hot pepper spray works, okay? If it's good or if that's a busted myth, okay? All right, see you in the next clip. Okay, so here's the hot pepper spray, the one that I added all that habanero and all that other hot stuff. And that's all I do is I spray this really good. Now I have a hard time breathing it myself. I'm definitely must be sensitive to peppers. I mean, I can have a little bit, but ooh, this was almost getting to me. Not as bad as the bear spray, but still pretty potent stuff. So just the smell alone, I think, is deter them because, woo, I've got to be careful with the wind. The wind is blowing. All right, so that's all I've been doing is just spraying this. It just has a peppery smell. Hot chili. Woo! Peppery smell. All right, so let me finish this and then we'll close it up. Oh, goodness. Well, I must be definitely quite a bit allergic to pepper stuff. Chili pepper stuff, or even the pepper stuff that's in the bear spray. I'm surprised that got to me like it did, and even this stuff is getting to me. Not as bad, but my nose is a little runny, my eyes got a little teary, and then my throat when I'm like really breathing it. I feel so good right now, promising from what I am seeing in there. All right, so stay tuned. We'll take a peek in the next day. Hopefully tomorrow, because yeah, we leave after that. Out of here, gone. Don't have to deal with this at this level again. Remember, this has been the worst in the 4 years that I have been traveling. I have never had to experience rodents at this level. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, so I'll see you in the next clip. All right, it is the next day, and we're going to go take a peek at the dog house and see how it looks, okay? All right, so I'm using my GoPro so I could get in here, you know, because it's a very tight fit in here. But look at this. I mean, yeah, so this is the damage that was done again when I didn't keep it treated. I got back from the store and I was just so exhausted. I just couldn't deal with it. So the next day is when I did that treatment, okay? And so far, nothing has been touched. Wow. So we're gonna spray it again. Now, I'm thinking maybe they don't like this, the tape, you know, the feeling of the tape, but there's enough of the gray still in here that they really could have gotten in there and done a little bit of damage. But so far, I'm really happy with this. Okay, so let's do one more treatment. Looking like thumbs up for that hot chili pepper spray. You know, the homemade, it's really keeping them off that doghouse cover and everything. So thumbs up on that. But as far as anything else, peppermint did not work. The light did not work. Yeah, so that's what I've come up with. I would not trust my engine to any of those other homemade deterrents. But that's just what I found out. You're definitely can do your own experiment and see what you come up with. And they do a lot of damage really, really quickly. So yeah, you're welcome to do your own test, but I'm pretty convinced, okay, of what I figured out. All right, so I hope you like this video of the homemade deterrents, what's busted, and what is thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video.